part two. They're having Christmas. After a few minutes, Mother settled back in her easy chair. Her face seemed to have filled out and become softer with the last few weeks. I wonder what it's like now out on the plains, she said. In many places, the snow could be several feet deep, and the temperature well below zero, Father answered. I wouldn't want to be stranded out there in the middle of winter. We live in Iowa. It's kind of like that, isn't it? I thought about the constant wind out on the plains, how fierce and icy it would be now. I thought about blowing snow and howling wolves, and in spite of the cheerful warmth of our fire, I felt myself shiver. I hope all the wagon trains got through all right, I said. Mother seemed far away, thinking of something. I keep wondering about the Grants, she said softly. We talked about the Grants and brave Mrs. McReynolds and her brood of children and the Tedroses and Sarah Jane's family. I thought of the mule train with the words "Sure and Swift" painted on its wagon cover that had kept passing us, and the frightened family that had turned back because of the cholera on the Platte River. What were they all doing now? That reminded me again of Grandma and our other relatives back in Arkansas. Do you think they have our letters now and know we are safe? I said. I hope so, answered Mother, and soon we will have a letter from them. I would keep on writing to Grandma. I would tell her all about our first Christmas and how Elijah could roll over now and might be getting his first tooth. I would tell her about the books that Father had borrowed from Mr. McCorkle and the latest plans for building a schoolhouse. Even if she could not come to live with us in Oregon, we could stay close to each other by letter. Then all at once, I had a wonderful idea. I would take my 9-patch quilt squares that Grandma had started me on, and I would sew them into a quilt for Elijah. I had enough, almost, for a baby quilt. It would be a special gift from him to me, or to him from me, but it would also be a gift from Grandma, another way of remembering her. I couldn't help smiling at the thought. Then Father took down his Bible from the shelf, and we all drew close together while he read the story of the first Christmas. And an angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you, ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. I looked at our baby Elijah, sleeping peacefully now in his cradle next to the fireplace. Cynthia had fallen asleep too in Mother's arms, still clutching her new doll close to her. Lavinia was beginning to yawn. It was time for bed. Sleepily, Lavinia and I crawled under our quilts. Mother tucked them snugly around us. Good night, came her quiet voice. I felt something touch my hair, as light and soft as a whisper, or maybe an angel's wings. Was it Mother's hand? It was gone so quickly that I could not be sure. Then Father blew out the candle, and everything was still. They made it. And they've had a great Christmas, and they're very thankful for where they came. The end.